So one of the keys is I'm not going to tell that story. You know, I don't think a scientist, I don't think someone in a company, we can help, we can provide data. You know, the people to tell that story really are the growers, the farmers in the U.S. and around the world who you know, build their lives, their families, their futures on generating, you know, food in a sustainable fashion in their farming operations. And so I think that farmer voice is one of the absolute keys. So, you know, the 2% need to be on board, but the message has to be delivered to that 98%. And I'll just share with you, you know, that's some of the things that as we've looked within our company, you know, we've shifted a lot of our advertising from product advertising to what I think is the real challenge, which is how do we maintain the understanding with the broad population on how important agriculture, farming, and implicitly farming new technology is to that picture. So I don't know if you had a chance to see some of the things we've done. I'll just share with you our Super Bowl ad, if this works.
Your food, your clothes, even your fuel, it comes from right here.
Just do that again. Oop. Go ahead, if you could give me the link out there. You got to run it out off the. I can press it one more time here. All right, very creative. All right, all right.
Here to grow quality products.
Your food, your clothes, even your fuel, it comes from right here.
We take great care to grow quality products. We're consumers just like you.
Who grows our quality of life? We do.
We're the people who grow your crops.
We're America's farm families.
Brought to you on behalf of America's farmers by Monsanto.
Now the cynic there says that that kind of stuff doesn't work, and I think there's a whole new phrase on farming and using that in commercials. I think that's the real message, though. I think that's the story that people want to hear told by the people who have the most credibility and the most at stake to tell that story. And I think that's something that as we think about our communication strategies, that is one of the great assets that we have to tell a story, and I just share that with you. Now, the other part of this is that, you know, I think the challenge we have is how to outreach. How do we take that 98% who haven't been on a farm, who probably won't ever get to a farm, and make it come alive and make it real? I think the real challenge is making that connectivity. And you know, I share with you here, and I'm doing this a little bit facetiously. Like I told you, I'm in a unique area for me. But there are a lot of TV programs that actually are pretty highly rated. I've been told some of these are on the top of the chart that actually talk about what people do and how they work, and it can range everything from you know, how you catch a king crab and how dangerous that might be, to my favorite, of course, is CSI, because you actually show some how a laboratory and how a scientist studying recombinant DNA and biotechnology can solve a crime, you know, and then if you get into the MythBusters, you know, you can destroy a few urban legends, which is always fun to do on the way. But I think, you know, the opportunity is how do we reach out to talk about agriculture in a way that really truly connects to the masses. So my lawyers told me that I have to give you the disclaimer that Monsanto isn't actually marketing this television show, but I'm freely giving it to all of you to steal the idea. I think going beyond the rows and kind of telling this story is the kind of the cool thing to do. Now, I actually was involved in a great experiment this last year, and it kind of makes this point. We were going to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of our DeKalb corn seed, and we chose to do that in a very unusual way. We were going to build a motorcycle, the DeKalb chopper, and we actually enlisted the help of the motorcycle guys, American Chopper. And this was an extraordinary experience for me, because we actually had Junior and Mikey and his wife visit our laboratories. We showed them how you put a gene in a corn plant, how the technology works, and then they built the bike, and we toured it around the country, and we're auctioning it off for the American Red Cross as a major donation. But I'll just share with you a little bit of the story here. And I don't know how this AV link is going to work, but we're going to find out right now. You got it?
I never thought that this much technology goes into corn. All right, guys, well, I mean, we've seen everything start to finish. Absolutely amazing. Now all that's left is to go build a bike. Let's go do it. Yep. Come on. Great. You know, we're just surrounded by farmers. That was the whole idea. We're trying to appeal to them, and it was really an honor to be here because, like I said before, I have a lot of respect for farmers. You know, realistically, these guys have put food on our table, and they work hard for us. So it was just an honor to be a part of it.
Here's the point. Not to make it a DeKalb commercial here. 2 television shows. I probably got thousands of emails from folks who never understood the connection between technology and seed. We estimate that 5 million people watched these 2 shows and made the connection between technology, seed, agriculture, and farmers putting food on the table. And I think that's, I think it's a small step, but I think it illustrates what's possible from a communication perspective with the different channels and the different approaches. And so quickly to summarize, we still need good science. It needs to be credible. It needs to be transparent. The key thing is, from a communication effort, keep the 2% going. The real challenge is reaching the 98% and doing it in a way with the medium and the message that those people hear, understand, and appreciate the part of it they need to know. Thanks so much.